Hi, my name is Jon Grush. I'm the sports director at the Kirkwood and Mid-County YMCAs. Today I've got Braylon with me.
Hi. Yeah.
And I've got Lucy with me.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about flag football drills you can do at your own home. Hey guys, a quick note about modifications before we get started. Depending on your child's skill level and experience, the space you have available, the equipment you have available, you're going to need to make modifications to make this work best at your house. For a point of reference, Braylon and Lucy, they're part of our preschool program here at the YMCA. So as opposed to using a regulation-sized football for them, we stepped it down to a smaller Nerf football, which allowed them to grip it and it allowed them to catch without fear of getting hurt by a harder ball. If you don't have a football or anything football-shaped, you can use any kind of ball that will work. We also used our regulation flag football flag belts. If you don't have any flag belts, you can always just, for flag tag, tuck a shirt or anything else that'll tuck into a pair of shorts will work fine for that. If you don't have cones or chairs as targets, anything that the kids can look at to see where to run to or where to throw to are going to work just fine for this. In today's video, we'll show a few basic routes for wide receivers. Note that there are many more options, including making these routes closer or further away from the line of scrimmage and starting on either side of the quarterback. In an out route, the receiver runs a designated number of yards and makes a quick 90-degree turn towards the sideline. Out route. Hike. In a go route, the receiver just runs straight for a designated number of yards. Go route. Hike. In a slant route, the receiver runs a designated number of yards and turns 45 degrees towards the middle of the field. Slant route. Hike. In a curl route, the receiver runs a designated number of yards and turns around for a quick catch. Okay, we're going to do a curl route. Hike. You can make this activity harder by removing the target cones to run to, moving the route further downfield, or adding a pass at the end. Good catch. Out route. Hike. Go route. Hike. Good catch.
Let's talk about quarterbacks.
Because of the shape of the football, it may take your child a little bit longer to get used to throwing. To start out, we want to put our pinky finger and our ring finger on the laces, however feels comfortable. We can keep our middle finger kind of close in tight with those, and we want our index finger pointing back towards the tip. As with anything in football, we want to start out with a good athletic stance. So we're going to spread our feet a little bit, we're going to bend our knees, we're going to be light on our toes, and we want to position our bodies such that our feet are at a 90-degree angle to the target. So the easiest way to do this is to make a T with your arms. You want to point your front arm to whatever your target is. Set your feet underneath you, knees bent, feet spread apart, and we're going to make a muscle with our back arm. We're going to step and point our toes toward the target, reach back, follow through and throw. And after we let go, if we point at the target, that's going to help it go straight. To show you again, we get our fingers set, make our T with our arms, point at our target, spread our feet, bend our knees, step, throw. And if we follow through and touch our thigh, that's going to help it go straight too and get a more powerful throw. Out route, go! Good throw. Slant route, go! For this passing drill, you can start with stationary targets and move up to moving receivers. That was perfect. With moving targets, we want to make sure we lead the receiver, meaning we want to throw the ball to the spot that they are running to. Go! The ball should be in the air while they are on the way to the target. Go route, go!
It's all about defense.
So when we're on defense, we want to start in that same athletic position with our feet spread apart, with our knees bent and up on our toes ready to move. We're going to line up across from the person that we're defending, and we're going to keep our eyes on their hips. So if we keep our eyes on their hips, that's going to tell us what direction they're headed. And when we're moving, we want to run towards their hips, keep our eyes there. We're going to reach out for the flag, and we're going to pull. To play flag tag, you need at least 2 players, but you can go up to any size group. If you just have 2 players, you want to designate a line of scrimmage for the ball carrier to start at and an end zone for them to try to get to. You're going to position your defender somewhere in between and take turns running back and forth trying to either pull flags or score a touchdown. If you've got a larger group, you can give everyone flags except for one player. That player is going to start out as the tagger. Any flag that they pull, that person then becomes a tagger with them. And you can play until nobody has any flags left. The next round, you can start out with the last person that had flags being the tagger.
Eyes on the flag, grab it and pull. Braylon's a tagger. Gary and Kayla are left. Kayla's a tagger. Gary's the last one.